Hello everybody, it's Caitlin here with Sprinkled Clean Soapery. I am making a recipe that I got from Holly, and there it is there. Check out her channel. And first thing we're going to do is add the coconut oil. And we're doing half of the oil weight is coconut oil. So we're not going to do 100% coconut oil soap today. We have some luxury oils mixed in. And there's my olive oil. I will have the recipe down in my description box for you. Well, it's not my recipe. It's Holly's recipe. But I added my coconut milk powder and stuff to it, and, you know. There's my, I added the shea butter and my avocado oil. And all of my oils I get from Walmart, Wholesale Supplies Plus, and this one here, my castor oil, came from Bulk Apothecary. And I'm adding water here. I did end up switching out the water for ice cubes because I didn't want to wait forever for the lye solution to cool down. Especially since I was adding salt, I didn't want it to thicken up too quickly. And my lye solution actually ended up being very cold once it was all dissolved, so that worked out perfectly. And I mix my lye solution outside, and I immediately throw my cup there in the outside trash because my 1-year-old likes to try to dig things out of the trash. So for safety reasons, I do everything outside. And there's my rose kaolin clay for color and for creaminess, and my coconut milk powder. And of course, you need your salt. And this is only the 10% of the oil weight. So it keeps the soap nice and workable. And my fragrance oil is a Viva La Juicy type from Nature's Garden. And I only used a 1/2 ounce for this batch size, and it actually smells quite good and strong in the soap. And there's my kaolin clay and coconut milk, and I'm going to add that to my oils before I add my lye solution. That way it's all nice and incorporated. And it turns a beautiful reddish pink color. And I cut out some of the clips to make it go a little quicker for you. And there is my colder than room temperature lye water. And here we go. Let's mix, mix, mix. And I just love how the soap changes color. So I'll zoom you in. There you go. I was going to add some music, but I keep getting copyright infringements even though I put they're like free music that you just copy the code and put it in your description, but they don't check that. So they keep saying that I'm stealing people's music even though it was free music and they shared their little copyright link for you to add. But oh well. So you get to hear me talk this video. And I'm going to stir until I don't see any more of those little air bubbles popping up from the salt. And then I will stick blend once I see that I like what's happening. I just had an everything bagel with cream cheese, and sometimes after I eat, my throat gets a little like like not scratchy, but kind of like I have to clear it a lot. So if you hear me straining, that's just me over here having my after eating weird throat thing. And I just wanted it to be thick enough so that the salt didn't sink straight to the bottom, but thin enough to pour so that it wouldn't like be hard to pour. I just can't believe how cheap this mold was. I don't know if it's still on sale, but I ordered it a few days ago. And today is New Year's Eve. I got it in the mail yesterday. And now I'm adding the coarser Himalayan sea salt. And I added it immediately so that it would sink down a good ways so that they wouldn't just pop off immediately from handling. Now some will continue to fall off, but you know how soap likes to do. And there's the top of all the soaps. And now these appear to be much lighter than they actually are. Because of the lighting situation, I think the red on the mold is throwing my camera off. By camera, I mean my cell phone. And it's like 3 hours later. I noticed the soap was sweating really bad, and I was like, oh no, don't get stuck in the mold and be all sticky. And I panicked, and I molded them too soon. But that's my fault. Then I went on Google and was like, why is my soap sweating? And they were like, you probably put the wrong kind of salt. I'm like, no, this is fine. And then I was like, well, could be the fragrance. I'm trying to talk quiet, but it's making my throat weird. So anyways, I unmolded them way too soon. And then like I blotted them with a paper towel, and I put them on like a cookie cooling rack to try to get as much air around them as possible. And then it all turned out fine. It really did. And this is what I woke up to this morning. All dried out, no more sweat. There you go. Thank you for watching. Bye.